just taking our Sunday stroll.
Sunday stroll, that's what it is, Sunday stroll.
Out in the country. Don't have a pretty view though down in this gully. The skies are pretty. Sunset. So we're going home now.
Headed for the Ponderosa.
Yeah. We're home.
We're home.
Okay, I'm going to be fixing this up. So, I want to rust it. I don't want it that silver. So I'm going to take my Dixie Belle patina iron. And we'll see how this works. I haven't been having the best luck with this. But I'm going to put this on there. And then I'm going to let it dry and come back and put another coat on it and then spray it. My sprayer doesn't work either. That probably needed a base coat, but of paint, because it seems to be pulling, but I'm going to go with it. Okay, I'll put that in a baggie so I don't have, well, I wanted to try some on this plastic lid. That definitely needed a base coat. I don't like them circle marks. I don't know what it's going to do on that plastic lid. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Now, I'm going to let that all dry. Alright, this is dry, so I'm going to give it a second coat and then spray it. And see how it works. I've used it before on things and it worked really well. And here lately I have not been having any luck with it. My sprayer quit working. Okay. The lid on that. I'm going to spray this in there. So we'll see. I've got to let it sit. Okay, here's how my grater turned out. It looks old and rusted. Looks way better than that. And my top I'm pleased with too. It doesn't just look like plastic now. So now I'm going to make a little pocket to fit back here. And I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and do it because I have my glue gun on, but this is much faster, easier, and will look better with straight seams. So fit it about right in there so it covers the holes. And I need to leave enough room to hem the top. So I think I'm going to cut it off about right there. Kind of lay that straight. Now I'll take it to my sewing machine. First off, put the hem in it. Then I'll turn it like this. Sew down the side and the bottom, turn it inside out, and it'll be a little pocket to go behind here. And I'll probably hot glue it on like that. And then I've got something in mind to put on the front too. Okay, I've sewn this up real fast. Didn't take any time to put some straight stitches in it. Boy, those scissors are dull. But I don't want to leave it that color, so I've got my cinnamon and water and instant coffee mixture. And I'm not going down in the bottom and getting the cinnamon because I just want to color this up some. I want to do it real fast, and I want to set it outside to dry. It's warm outside. Boy, it was hot yesterday. It was 92, something like that. And there wasn't any wind. Now today it's cloudy and probably about 78. We're supposed to have some severe weather tonight, which I hope not, because I live out in the middle of nowhere on top of a hill, no basement, and there's only one way out. And he's already been hit by a tornado once here. That's why my living room's all one big room. It used to be divided up in a kitchen and hallway and stuff in there, but when he built it back, he just left it all one room. And it's all open, which is fine. I like it. What I'm saying is I don't like bad weather. Of course, I didn't like it in town either, but if I thought it was going to get bad, I'd go to my sister's or somewhere where there was a basement. I don't have anywhere to go out here. Just going to put some right there at the top. Alright, now I'm going to take this out and let it dry and start on what I'm going to put on this. What I want to do is I want to take this little spool and I'm going to wire it on there, but I'm going to fix the little spool up also. But I had a piece of broken candle that I just kind of got wax and stuff all over me. But I've kind of cut it down to enough to where it would fit in there, and then I kind of twirl it like that to where it fit. And then I burned the end, and now I want to put a little something on this, so I'm going to use some Mod Podge. I'm going to put this clip on there so when I get done, I can just hang it up on a little nail I have over here. I don't want this one to turn out real dark because I want it to be able to show on against that grate. A little bit of cinnamon. I don't want a lot. Take this. There's so many ways to do a candle, and I think I do them different every time. Kind of picking up some of that cinnamon. I don't want it real dark. Coating it with some extra Mod Podge. Now, I've got some coffee grounds here. Used coffee grounds. Getting too much. is enough. Now I'm going to let that dry and come back and give it another coat of Mod Podge. I'll probably knock off a little bit of the coffee grounds and then give it another coat of Mod Podge to keep them on. So I'll hang this up on a little nail, let it dry, it won't take long. Now I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to get some material out. I'm going to have to be able to, I need to find some little wire so I can wire that on there. I want to do that. I want to take care of this before I put the little bag on in the back. I know it's looking strange right now, and hopefully once I'm done it's cute. We'll see. To figure out what material I want to wrap around here, and this was just too, I mean, it wasn't grubby enough for me. You can see the difference. Of course, this isn't dry yet. When it started drying, it wasn't looking still as dark as I wanted. I put the cinnamon and coffee mixture, so I went and sprinkled some instant coffee on here to kind of grub it up some. It's got to melt into the material. Every process I have to let something dry before I can continue on. My little bag's outside drying, and I'm not grubbing it up any more than it already is because it's going to be to the back. And I'm just wanting to turn that material a little darker. I got the black out, but I thought since the spool was green, maybe I could use the green on it. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. And I have to have that done before I can do anything else now. My bag's drying and this is drying, so I'll be back. Now I'm going to cut me off a piece of coffee dyed cheesecloth. Just a strip of it. And I've noticed, I played back a video a while ago, and the very start of my video, it sounds funny, and then it starts, the sound is not there kind of like, and then it goes to fine. I don't know what's going on. So this time I tried to pause before I started talking. We'll see if that helps. I'll have to go back and check that clip. This clip. Okay. Which side? I think I want this to be the top. Yeah, I like the coats to show. First off, I need to wire my wire around there so it can go under the cloth. It's going to go to the back side. Okay. That will be like that. How much of that am I going to need? That to the front. Try to put some hot glue on that wire to hold it in place for a minute. And on the material. Alright, my wires to the back. Now, I want to put a little bit of cheesecloth on there, so I'm going to double it because it is thin. This stuff's weird. Think you cut a little piece, you get spreading it out. It's a big piece. The green's not going to show that much anyway, is it? Really? Okay, I don't want to double knot that because it gets too thick. That way. It won't come undone. And I think I'll take some Sweet Annie and stick on there. Cut me off some of that. Maybe too small. Maybe right here. Cut that little stem there off. Gotta see just where I want to put it. Well, tiny. About right in there. Okay, a little bit more, I think. Let's see, where am I going to put it? I should have waited to glue that down so I could have tucked. I'm not liking the way that's looking. Okay, right there, and put some more right there. Got two pieces there. My glue's going to be dry. That'll work. Okay. Set this stuff aside. Now, I'm going to put this on my guess one in that and one in that one. Trying to keep it centered. Okay, I need something to hold that up. Am I in frame? I hope that's centered. No, it's not. It needs to come over some. That way. Somehow. May have to wire it on the bottom also. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, that is centered. That needs something right there. Maybe a little star. Okay, I'm going to check around for something. I need something right in the center, and I'm going to go check my little bag and see if it's finished drying yet. This little tiny hen was sitting on some eggs. She did hatch one before we found her because she went broody and she hatched out of the coop. And we found one baby chicken, but it was deceased. And my husband proceeded to look where she had laid the rest of the eggs. Look, there's a little bitty baby peeking out. Anyways, she laid on the eggs for about 2 weeks. Nothing was happening. I knew that. I candled them. I didn't see anything. So I went and got her 4 baby chicks, pulled the eggs out, stuck the chicks in there, and oh my goodness, she's one happy mama. She has 4 little babies under her, and she's a tiny little hen. She's like a game hen. But I thought I would share that. This is what I've done so far. I have just put some Sweet Annie in that bag and tied some cheesecloth around there. And I need to cut the wire down. On that. And hot glue this down. I hope it doesn't go through the holes. Go that way, up a little bit. I think that will be all right. I'm going to put a little more hot glue right up. Let's see, it might be right up at the top there. If I can squeeze in there. Okay, that's good. Get a little bit right there at the top on the bag. And I put some Sweet Annie in there, not a lot, just a little bit. And I did stuff a little paper down in here so it wouldn't go all the way down. Set that, and I pulled the Sweet Annie to the front. And I have a little rusty star that I'm going to glue on right there. And I had a tag in my stash that I'd already printed out a long time ago. Got a smaller hole punch here. That will go in that little hole, that double piece. Okay. Just going to do that like that. All right. Tie the top of it. Put that on there, right in there. I want it to hang off to the side. And then double tie this, or tie it again. Scissors. Clip that off. And I'm going to cut my stuff down some. think that's probably finished. Maybe a little shorter on this side here, so it doesn't quite go down into the spool. Oh, this needs to be glued down in there or it'll fall out. Make sure it's straight. I think I better go check my chicken. I think she's wanting out of the front yard. She got in there and the others were coming in and I had to shut it real fast because I have plants. I'll be back. Yep, sure enough, she was wanting out of the fence and I got her out and she's calm. She's out with the other chickens now. Well, I think this is finished and I'll get a better picture of it and show it to you and give you a little more close up so you can see a little more detail. And until the next one, guys, we'll see you later.